Hello. Hi, guys. It is 1:44. Ooh, 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 ooh. Sorry about the wait. I got distracted. I got distracted. I'm so sorry. Anyways, it is 1:44. Such a magical number. Right now, we're going to be doing a ClairTarot reading for Taurus. For Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If this is your first time joining me, thank you. Welcome. Please do subscribe to my channel, turn on that notification bell, and as YouTube will decide whether it wants to let you know if I'm live. Apparently, it's been restricting the reach of my notifications. Perfectly okay. Perfectly okay. So this is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Also for Taurus cross watchers. Now I asked the Taurus energy, what is this reading going to be about? I saw the bull breathing hella much hard. Like hella hard. Frothing at the nostrils hard. Taurus, what's going on? Or it felt like a really potent, almost angry but not angry, like a righteous sort of energy. I would not like to deal with that. Whoever pissed Taurus off, if you could kindly stop so that Taurus can breathe regular again. So that's the energy I was getting. Okay. Unfortunately, that's the energy. Oh, okay. Guys, cards. So Taurus, card number 30, the perfection of your life. Now, what this card talks about is the appearance from the outside. If you're looking at a storm from above the clouds look super duper graceful and, fluffy, a little bit of a light show from the lightning, and it doesn't look that serious, you know what I mean? But when you're in the actual storm itself, you're all wet and soggy. That's just, it's a very different experience. It's a very different experience. And so you have to keep that in mind. Excuse me, Taurus, you're very quiet. You really go out of your way to hide the way you feel. And you can't expect people to understand what you're living through when you don't talk about what you're living through. And so that's kind of what's going on right now. Maybe you're feeling a little bit like ignored, not loved. You know what? Hold on. My brother is a Taurus. Yeah. 1 second, guys. 1 second. 1 second.
Hello?
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm eating lunch. Why? What's up?
You're eating lunch? Okay. I'm doing my Taurus reading. I'm just wondering if you're feeling ignored and unloved by me right now.
No.
Oh, okay.
I enjoy it.
You enjoy.
That's my wish.
Wow, I'm live right now. You can't say that.
Really?
You have to say, no, I miss you, sister.
Are you live?
I'm live right now.
Oh, yeah. I've been thinking about you.
Bye.
In fact, I was about to call you.
Oh, yeah, now that's a lie. Okay, bye. Okay, so he's missing me. My brother is missing me. That's proof. You see, Taurus? See how you see how you hide things? I know. He was eating lunch and he's probably like, man, my sister's so full of shit. She says she will call every day. She will make sure I'm okay. She hasn't called me for fucking days. She don't care. I felt it. I knew it. I called and he's like, no, I'm good. Virgin Taurus. Anyways, people won't know what's going on if you don't talk about it. Now, card number 17, what is already with you? Okay, you have all of this already with you. All the things that you're afraid to let go and lose it, and that's already all within you. You have to make sure to begin taking stock of what you already have. Okay. Because what ends up happening for your type of mental process, that energy, it's very, very easy for a Taurus to begin tabulating how much they don't have. And it's not that you're greedy, it's not that you're materialistic or, a bad person or anything like that. It's because for whatever reason, Taurus has a little bit like of a negative cloak over you, meaning it's a lot easier for you to focus on the negatives in life versus the positives. And that's not necessarily a bad thing if it's balanced. When you're able to focus more on the negatives, that means you're able to know what areas need more of your attention. It's only when it's not balanced that it gets to be a bad circumstance. But if you can just, recognize, okay, I haven't been focusing on all the good things that have been going on, all the achievements, and maybe I need to just shift just a little bit and super loud pitch. Your energy's shifting right now. The Taurus energy as a collective whole is shifting right now. Just like that, just a little shift. But it's going to be a huge deal because this is going to change the way you're seeing things. Okay. Again, I want to emphasize that Taurus, nothing I'm saying is meant to be construed or interpreted as me saying you're greedy or materialistic or anything like that. This is me trying to get you to see the areas in which you need to pay a little bit closer attention to keep everything in balance. Now, it would be very, very foolish of anyone to think there is a single person in this world that has existed, is existing, or will exist that doesn't have any of these characteristics at all. Every single one of us has these characteristics to varying degrees. So having this characteristic does not make you bad or a horrible person. Actually, it makes you primed to take care of certain aspects of human existence in a much more efficient way. We have to stop seeing our characteristics as flaws, as handicaps, and instead having no shame, no guilt, and harnessing those to better our lives and the lives of the people around us. Okay. So if you can see the areas in which like more can be done, and this is what happens when your mind is able to better filter through negatives. Then efficiently how to take care of things. You know how to take care of things efficiently. So that's actually a strength. If you can see it for what it is, which is a strength. Okay. So now you're asked to dream a beautiful dream. Okay. What is it? What do you want from this life? What is your most greatest dream for yourself in your life? And I'm not talking about material things, jobs, money. I'm not talking about that. If you didn't have to worry about money at all, you knew everything would be taken care of. What's your dream? What do you want to manifest? What kind of life do you want? What would you be doing if you didn't have to worry about money anymore? And once you get that answer, begin really focusing on how you can incorporate that into your life right now. Okay. So if you didn't have to worry about money at all, and what would you do? And you figure, you know what? I would be reading books. I would be reading books on a beach. Okay. How about you start looking for a little side hustle where you can begin editing manuscripts? There are places, companies that exist where they pay people who are very good at editing to read manuscripts. Hey, that could be something you could do. And you could use it as a segue to do that full time and just travel and relax and enjoy life. What I notice about Taurus, you guys work far too hard, and you don't actually fully live. And, it's time. It's really, really time for you guys to just begin letting the two merge together. The business life and the personal life should merge together, and you should be able to do business make money, and still live and be happy. Because let's face it, it's also very stupid if someone were to be like, oh, all you think about is money. Well, you need money to exist here. You know, no one's going to feed you for free. No one's going to provide housing for free. Even programs that do this to assist people where you have to qualify for it, people are talking shit about that. You know, they're judging you and condemning you for that. So obviously you have to think about money. You have to earn money. So there's nothing evil or wrong about being focused on making money. You need to. That's what this paradigm we exist within requires of every single person. But we've established that's a need and also a problem. What's the solution? You can't just keep talking about the problem, right? You have to find a solution and then you have to implement it. So figure out what it is you would do if you never had to worry about money and you do it for free and begin doing it. Since you do it for free anyways, begin doing it and find out a way to get paid doing what you would do for free. And that's how you merge the two. And, you know, dream a beautiful dream. You're in a stage where you're preparing to manifest something. And so manifest it, make it happen for yourself. That's one of the most powerful aspects of Taurus. Once you get focused, just like a bull that is like seeing red, once it's focused and it's not going to stop until it gets what it's focused on. Harness that to benefit you on your journey. Okay. Release that shame or guilt for being able to hyperfixate. That is a strength. Not many people can do that. Use it as a strength. See it as a strength and use it as a strength. Okay, let's get you guys more cards. All right. Yeah, I think I'm going to start whenever I read for signs that my siblings have. I'm going to call them and I'm going to include them in the reading and be like, all right, so the cards are telling me this. Is it true? And I never call my brothers. So I think I'll start doing that. And they're going to be so pleased. I tell you, they'll love it. Oh, God. So the Sun card is about accomplishment, contentment, success, favorable relationships, love, joy, devotion, and achievement. All of this is there for you to take. All of this. This is a part of your birthright. This is a part of what is rightfully yours. Allowing yourself to receive these good things does not take from anyone else. Everyone has their own birthright. Okay? You're not taking from anyone else by allowing yourself to receive what's already rightfully gifted to you. Now, your next card is Three of Swords. Swords. All right. Oh. All right. Three of Swords in reverse is about distraction, confusion, disorder, mistake, incompatibility, anxiety, and now, if you allow yourself to get distracted from what you're trying to manifest, if you allow yourself to regress back into that mindset of shaming yourself, guilting yourself, trying to convince yourself that you're not enough, you haven't accomplished enough, you haven't done as much as you should, and you know, all of that's just a distraction. You know what I mean? All of that is just a distraction. Let that go. That's unnecessary. Okay? Well, unless you don't want to let go, which by all means, hold on to it. You can't tell a Taurus what to do. Just, you know, you can toss a few seeds here and there. If they want to take the seed, they can. If you don't, no way in hell you're going to get them to take that seed. Okay? So the Empress in reverse. This is about vacillation, lack of interest, lack of concentration. What are you distracted by? What's going on in life right now that's causing you to lose focus? That's not a very Taurus type of energy. What is it? It's feeling as though it's something internal where you got shook. Something shook you to your core. And, I say this as an observation, not as a condemnation. Taurus has a propensity for control, needing control others, control circumstance, keep things orderly and functioning properly. Now, what shook you? What happened that made you feel to your core you have no power and no control? And once you identify that, recognize this is gifting you with a knowing much deeper than the human mind could possibly ever fathom. This knowing that, yeah, you couldn't control it. You couldn't stop whatever it was that you like needed to stop. You felt you needed to stop, yet you survived it. You got through it. It's done. And it's simply the mind trying to process exactly what happened, because this doesn't follow the pre-planned path. Well, soul is a sovereign. Soul doesn't do pre-planned path. Soul doesn't do life by numbers, spirituality by numbers. So what's this all saying? This is saying you're rising up in your level of awareness. Your intuition is growing. You're becoming so painfully aware that soul does whatever the hell it wants. And now you're going to have to decide, am I going to flow with soul, or am I going to try to fight this? And I guarantee if you fight your own soul, you will 100% of the time lose that fight. Okay? 100% of the time. When you're fighting yourself, you will always lose. Always. There is no exception to that rule. Whichever part of you, so if your light half is fighting your dark half and the dark wins, you still lose. Your light half loses, that's part of you. You still lose. If the light wins and the dark half loses, you still lose. That dark part is a part of you. That's you. You still lose. If you fight yourself, any aspect of yourself attempting to be reintegrated back into the whole, you will 100% of the time lose. Every single time you will lose. And if you have issues with losing, don't fight yourself. Flow with it. If you have struggles with ego, which many, many people do, this is not unique to Taurus, okay? Pretty much everyone has issues with ego to varying degrees. If you have struggles with ego, one way to circumvent that is to be like, okay, I don't really understand what's going on, but soul, this one time, I'm just going to flow with this. I'm going to see where it goes. And then I'll decide afterwards how I feel about it. But just this one time, I'm going to flow with this. Okay, soul, this is not what I really want, but I'm going to choose to do this one time. So that way you still have your ego intact, where, you're not feeling like you have zero control, and you're still accommodating what soul is attempting to guide you to. Compromise, internal compromise. That will always work in your favor. That will always work in your favor. Because guess what? Soul doesn't need you to believe in order for it to exist. It doesn't. It doesn't need your permission. It doesn't need your agreeance. It doesn't need any of that. Soul can always and will always trump the human mind. Always. Now, there are circumstances where soul will be patient, soul will be compassionate, soul will give the human mind time to try and come to terms with things. And then it goes and does whatever it was planning anyways. Okay? That's just how I know life to work. This is not something I read in a book. This is what I've observed time and time again for my life, for my clients' lives, for everyone that I've observed. This is how soul works. And it's not to be mean. It's not to say you have no free will. It's to say that free will was gifted to the soul, not to the human mind. Okay? That's where free will goes, to the soul. The soul has full control. So it's still you. That's still you. All you have to do is come to terms with the fact that soul is you. You are soul. And, forget the whole petty ass arguments of, well, no, actually, you're just a fractal of soul. Yeah, okay, it's still the same thing. It's still the same thing. Just come to terms with it. All right, Nine of Cups. Let's see. Nine of Cups. It means success, advantage, well-being, abundance, good health, and difficulties surmounted. See? What did I say? Oh, look at this hair over here. What did I say? If you give both parts, disagreeing parts, that respect and give them a way to compromise where one can kind of graciously back out and bow down, then things work out. If you struggle with ego, be realistic, okay? Be honest with yourself. There's times I struggle with ego, and I have to be honest with myself. You have to be honest with yourself. You don't have to do it publicly, but quietly inside, be honest with yourself. You know what? Right now, I'm having a problem with my ego. I don't want to bow down because I don't get it. I don't want to bow down. I don't want to agree. Okay, that's fine. So how about we do this? So this one time, I don't understand, but I'm going to choose to go ahead and let you have your way this one time. And after we're done experiencing this, I'll decide whether I agree with you or not. It works every time. It's a success every time. So we got the Hermit. Okay. Right. All right. We have the Hermit in reverse. And this is about prematurity, incorrect advice, failure caused by dullness, overprudence resulting in unnecessary delay. So what advice are you giving yourself? Okay. What advice are you giving yourself? Are you telling yourself, no, that's wrong. That's wrong. You're getting that little niggle feeling. And, you know, you don't understand it. So instead of, you know, considering what I had suggested of allowing self and soul to compromise, you're like, no, that's not right. No, there's no way that can't be right. Well, when you deal with absolutes like that, it's a 50-50 chance that you're wrong. 50-50. Those are high odds. 50-50. So unless you're willing to really have conversations, dialogue between self and soul, there's a high likelihood you're misguiding yourself. Okay? And sometimes we need to experience that in order to fully understand what it is that I'm sharing with you right now. You know? That's why I don't feel like I have to tell you, you have to listen. Because of the way that I personally learn, I have to actually experience it. Yeah, I really have to burn myself first. Oh, the stove was hot. Sometimes you got to learn that way. And that's okay. No one gets to tell you that you're learning wrong, that you're coping wrong, that you're living wrong. There are more efficient ways to do it. But wrong? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't believe in the concept of right and wrong when it comes to spiritual journey. I believe in efficient and hard as hell, but that's what you chose. So go ahead and learn it. That's my concept. That's how I see it. You know, everything that comes before you serves to grow you. All right, so let's get you guys a couple more cards. Let's see if the buffalo shows up for you. I just, you know. Taurus just told me a joke. Hold on. I don't know if the card will stay at the top. It'll be hilarious if it stays at the top. I'm trying to shuffle without looking. Okay, let me just shuffle. All right. I'm just going to shuffle a little bit more. A little bit more. So Lissy wrote, fate never changes. Fate is a fabric woven by threads of change. That's what fate is. That's deep. It doesn't change because it is change. Wow. Wow. I hold on. Hold on. Fate is a fabric woven by the threads of change. Fate is change. Okay. Period. Thank you. Here we go. Here we go. Final shuffle. Final shuffle, for real. Okay. Oh, there you go. There you go. Oh, Taurus. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. I love this. Oh my God. So a couple of the zodiacs interacted with a buffalo of a soul. Okay. Pisces was notoriously dragged through the prairie by soul. Her crazy fish ass did cartwheels after getting dragged. And then I forgot who else. They were like, no, we ain't getting dragged. We just gonna run alongside you. And now Taurus, man, not to be outdone. Taurus does not just have one buffalo. There's two. Or is that a cow? Love makes all things possible. Love makes all things possible. Take your time, commit to your inner journey, and don't give up. The Divine Mother is always there. Success will be yours. So you ducking and dodging, juking them. Just keep juking them. You got two motherfucking cows. What? Wait. It didn't stop there. So since you successfully evaded the two bovine fuckers, you then got this card. Oh, what? Now you're just being flamboyant as you avoid the other cow. Be bold. If we have been taught to always settle for less than what we dream of, we may wonder if living a boldly optimistic life is unrealistic. But you are an adventurer, a divine explorer of the wild path of life. You have been created with those bold dreams in your heart, and you are meant to fulfill them with a loving encouragement and support of life. You hear that? Be bold. Be bold. Okay. Weren't you told by the other cards? Where is it? The perfection of your life. Dream a beautiful dream. Aren't those bold things? Isn't that boldness already inside you? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And then this card, your path is before you now. Even if you sometimes lack confidence, trust in the path that you are upon, know this. You cannot miss your destiny. I shall guide your feet and inspire your heart to keep you true to your rightful divine path. Trust me. Trust yourself. Take your journey now. That's deep. That's deep. See? You went from fighting with both yourself and your soul to having them reunite and skip behind you. And now you're guiding. You're on your path. You're on your path and everything is falling into place. I mean, that's beautiful. That's powerful. That's a testament to that Taurian energy. Is that a word? Did I just make that up? I don't know. We'll have to Google that after. So let's get you guys your final cards. This is instruction from your highest self. All right. Instruction from your highest self. Let us see. Let us see. All right. One more shuffle. Thank you, Lissy, for shouting out your Taurus buddies. All right, let's see. See what I'm saying? You upgrading. You upgraded. Okay, so you're like, F the cows. Those are so basic. We're now fucking with unicorns. Celebration. Your spirit needs to play and have fun. Make sure that at some point every single day you take time to have fun. It doesn't have to be a grand gesture. It doesn't have to be a intricately planned trip. It can be something very, very small, but creates time and space for you to play. All right. This has to be done daily. And when you get proficient with allowing yourself to have that kind of fun, it doesn't have to be daily anymore. You don't have to plan it anymore. It just happens. It becomes a natural part of your life and your journey. And everything you do, even if it's working, it's not actually work anymore. It's just another wonderful day in your journey where you experience life to the fullest, are fully present, are actually living. It's beautiful. It's beautiful to exist in this way. New beginnings. Something new begins today. Embrace the possibilities. There you go. I mean, it doesn't get more clear than that. Embrace the possibilities. Lastly, hidden treasures. Bring your creative ideas and hidden talents to life. Present your gifts to the world. This goes back to figuring out, what would you do if you didn't have to worry about money? What would you be doing? Figure out what it is, and then figure out a way to make that your living. And isn't that's beautiful? Beautiful. So all of us have to earn a living wage in order to live on this earth plane, right? And then you're being instructed by soul to figure out what you would do that makes you so happy and to turn that into your living. So not only are you earning a living wage, you're actually living as well. You're living as you earn that wage. And this is not something that's going to happen today or tomorrow, unless, I guess, you got it like that, then good. But if not, this is something that's going to take some time for you to come to terms with, figure out, and then begin implementing a plan. Okay? So don't be impatient. This is a lifelong project. This is not some a quick launch, quick buck. No. This is a lifelong project that you're investing in. You're investing a tremendous amount of time and energy into yourself because you deserve it. You deserve it. One of the most beautiful things I know about Taurus is that when you love someone, there's nothing you wouldn't do for them. The ways in which you love them and spoil them are just, it's unmatched. It's really unmatched. So why don't you add yourself to that group that you love and care for? Do those things for yourself. And, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. Okay. So I hope this resonated. Please do give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and turn on that notification bell. Join me every single time I'm live. Thank you guys so much. I will see you again soon. Bye.